Have you ever wondered why some days you feel like you can conquer the world and others just getting out of bed seems like a Herculean task? In our lives, we all experience a roller coaster of emotions. Some days are filled with boundless joy and enthusiasm, while others are shadowed by overwhelming gloom and lethargy. This is the fascinating yet complex world of mental health, a subject often shrouded in mystery and misconception. Mental health, though intangible, plays a pivotal role in our lives. It is the invisible thread that weaves together our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's our mental resilience that helps us navigate through the stormy seas of life, to endure stress, to adapt to change, and to bounce back from adversity. Now you might be wondering, isn't that the same as mental illness? Well, not exactly. Mental health and mental illness are two sides of the same coin, but they are not identical. Just as everyone has a state of physical health, everyone also has a state of mental health. It's a continuum that fluctuates over time, influenced by a multitude of factors both within and outside our control. Mental illness, on the other hand, refers to conditions that affect a person's thinking, feeling, behavior, or mood. These conditions may be occasional or long-lasting, mild or severe. They can affect someone's ability to relate to others and function each day. But remember, having a mental illness does not mean you're weak or flawed. It simply means you're dealing with a health issue that needs care and attention, just like any physical ailment. Why is understanding this distinction so crucial? Because it can empower us to take charge of our mental health, to recognize when we might be struggling, and to seek help without shame or fear. Mental health is not a destination, but a journey. It's an ongoing process of learning, growing, and healing. It's about understanding ourselves better, acknowledging our emotions, and cultivating habits that support our mental well-being. Unraveling the complexities of our mind is a journey, but an essential one for our well-being. Imagine carrying a heavy weight constantly, but this weight is invisible to everyone but you. This is how depression often feels. Depression is more than just a bout of the blues. It isn't a weakness, nor is it something that you can simply snap out of. Depression is a chronic illness that usually requires long-term treatment, just like any other physical ailment. But what exactly is depression? It's a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. It's like a shadow you can't shake, a constant companion that affects your daily life. From the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed, it's there, making everyday tasks seem insurmountable. Depression causes feelings of sadness, loss of interest or pleasure in activities you once enjoyed. It can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems and can decrease your ability to function at work and at home. It's like living life in slow motion where even the simplest tasks become a struggle. But it's more than just feeling sad. It's a constant state of despair, a darkness that doesn't lift. You could be in a room full of people and still feel utterly alone. You could have everything going for you and still feel empty. It's not a choice, it's an illness. Depression can lead to serious complications if left untreated, including health problems and decreased quality of life, but it's important to remember that it's not a life sentence. With the right help and treatment, it can be managed. Depression is often misunderstood, stigmatized, and underdiagnosed. Yet it's more common than you might think. It affects millions around the globe from all walks of life. It doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone at any time. So if you or someone you know is struggling with depression, don't brush it off. Don't dismiss it as just a phase. Don't ignore the signs. Seek help. There's strength in reaching out, in admitting that you're not okay. Depression is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you have been strong for too long. What if that fluttering feeling in your stomach was not excitement, but a constant companion named anxiety? A silent intruder, anxiety weaves its way into your daily life, often disguised as normal worry, but its impact is far from ordinary. Anxiety is like an unwelcome guest who overstays their welcome, causing havoc in the otherwise peaceful abode of your mind. It's a persistent sense of dread that lingers even when there's no immediate threat. It's the racing heart and the cold sweat, The restless nights and the nagging fear. It's a constant hum in the back of your mind, a persistent worry that something isn't right. But how does anxiety differ from normal worry? We all worry from time to time. It's a natural human reaction to uncertainty. But when worry becomes a daily battle, when it starts to consume your thoughts and dictate your actions, it crosses the line into the realm of anxiety. Worry is temporary, anxiety is persistent. Worry is situational, anxiety is constant. Worry fades when the problem is resolved, anxiety lingers, casting a shadow over your peace of mind. The impact of anxiety on a person's life can be profound. It can affect your ability to work, to socialize, to enjoy life. It can make everyday tasks feel insurmountable. It can cause physical symptoms like headaches, stomach aches, and fatigue. But perhaps the most insidious effect of anxiety is the way it can make you feel alone, even when you're surrounded by people who care about you. So how can one manage this silent intruder? It starts with recognizing the symptoms and understanding that it's okay to seek help. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy can teach you how to change negative thought patterns, while mindfulness and meditation can help you stay grounded in the present moment. Medication can also be an effective tool in managing anxiety, but it's important to consult with a healthcare professional to discuss the best options for you. Anxiety might make you feel like you're losing control, but remember, it's not a life sentence. With the right tools and support, you can reclaim your peace of mind and show anxiety the door. Imagine riding an emotional roller coaster every day and you can't get off. That's what bipolar disorder can feel like. Bipolar disorder, sometimes known as manic depression, is a mental condition that brings severe high and low moods. It's not just about feeling exceptionally happy or sad. It's about experiencing these emotional states to such an extent that they interfere with your everyday life. People with bipolar disorder experience episodes of mania where they may feel euphoric, full of energy, or unusually irritable. These feelings can result in impulsive decisions, risky behavior, or trouble at work or school. On the flip side, they also have episodes of depression. During these times, they may feel hopeless, lethargic, or lose interest in everyday activities. This depressive phase can lead to thoughts of self-harm or even suicide. It's essential to remember that bipolar disorder is more than just mood swings. It's a cycle of extreme emotions that can affect every aspect of a person's life, from their relationships to their physical health. Additionally, these mood swings are not necessarily tied to any specific events or circumstances and can occur without any apparent trigger. Bipolar disorder is a chronic condition, meaning it's a long-term illness that requires management throughout a person's life. It's not something that can be cured or overcome with willpower alone. It requires a combination of medication, therapy, and lifestyle changes. Living with bipolar disorder can be challenging, but it's important to know that it's manageable. With the right treatment and support, people with bipolar disorder can lead fulfilling lives. Let's not forget the many accomplished artists, writers, and leaders who have lived with this condition. Bipolar disorder may make life feel like a constant storm, with periods of calm followed by bouts of chaos. It may make life unpredictable, but it doesn't define who you are. You are not your illness. You are a unique individual with strengths, passions, dreams, and the ability to make a meaningful contribution to the world. Bipolar disorder might make life unpredictable, but it doesn't define who you are. How many times have you heard someone say, "It's all in your head"? It's time to change the narrative. In a world that's becoming increasingly connected, yet paradoxically disconnected, the gravity of mental health issues can't be emphasized enough. It's a reality that some of us live with every day and others struggle to understand. But it's this lack of understanding that often leads to stigmatization, alienation, and even denial of the problem. Imagine a world where seeking help for mental health issues is as commonplace as going to the doctor for a physical ailment, where empathy and understanding replace judgment and misconceptions. That's the world we should strive to create, and it starts with each one of us. Supporting mental health initiatives is a crucial step in this journey. These initiatives aim to raise awareness, promote understanding, and provide resources for those grappling with mental health issues. They work tirelessly to eradicate the stigma associated with mental health, making it easier for individuals to seek help without fear of judgment or discrimination. But supporting these initiatives isn't just about donations and funding. It's about taking the time to educate ourselves about mental health. It's about being more understanding and patient with those around us who might be silently battling their own mental health issues. It's about creating safe spaces for open, honest, and non-judgmental conversations about mental health. Embracing those with mental health issues isn't about pity or sympathy, it's about respect and acceptance. It's about acknowledging their daily battles and appreciating their resilience. It's about amplifying their voices in a society that often drowns them out. Remember, mental health issues are not a sign of weakness. They're a part of the human experience, as real and significant as any physical health issue. We need to normalize these conversations, shatter the stigma, and ensure that no one feels alone in their journey. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. Reach out, speak up, and let's change the world one conversation at a time.